I spent $1,300 on a MacBook from my boyfriend. I was excited, really excited to give it to him. It wasn't just a gift, it was a gesture of love, appreciation, and effort. We've been together for 2 years, and he's always been supportive and thoughtful. I genuinely wanted this Christmas to be special, and I thought I'd finally nailed it with the perfect surprise. For months, he'd been complaining about how slow and outdated his current laptop was. Every time he groaned about it freezing or lagging, I quietly made mental notes. I'd casually ask what kind of laptop he liked, what features he cared about most, trying not to make it obvious that I was gathering information. The thing he mentioned the most was speed, how frustrating it was to have a computer that couldn't keep up with his workload. So, in my mind, it made sense to upgrade him to the latest version of what he already had, a MacBook Pro. I figured, surely, a brand new Apple laptop at this price point would be more than good enough. I'm not tech savvy. I don't know much about RAM or processors. I trusted that a $1,300 machine would be a solid improvement over whatever he was using. So, I made the purchase, wrapped it carefully, and waited eagerly for Christmas Day. When he opened it, his face lit up for a moment. He was excited, touched, but that changed when he checked the specs. Only 8 gigabytes of RAM, he asked, his voice falling. That one number, 8 gigabytes, suddenly became everything. He explained, disappointed, that it simply wasn't powerful enough. For the kind of work he does, it wouldn't be useful to him. That stung. I felt like all the thought, money, and effort I had put into this gift evaporated in seconds. I tried to explain how much I had tried, how much I spent, and how deeply I cared. I expected a little understanding, maybe some gratitude for the gesture, even if it wasn't exactly what he needed. Instead, the conversation escalated. He said he'd rather return it and use the money to get what he actually needed. And while I understand that now, at the time, it felt like rejection not of the laptop, but of my effort, my love. I was hurt, and in a moment of frustration, I made a decision. I gave the laptop to my younger sister. She's 19, in college, and had been getting by with a barely functioning old laptop. She was over the moon when I handed her the new MacBook. She hugged me like I gave her the world. It felt good to see someone truly appreciate the gift. But when my boyfriend found out, he was furious. He couldn't understand why I would give away such an expensive gift instead of just returning it and letting him choose a more suitable option. He called me selfish, said I prioritized my feelings over his actual needs, and maybe, in some ways, he was right. I didn't take the time to really think things through. I let my emotions guide my reaction. I was so focused on feeling unappreciated that I forgot the point of the gift in the first place: to help him, to make his life easier, to show love in a way that mattered to him, not just to me. He wasn't ungrateful. He was honest, and I didn't handle that honesty with grace. I wanted validation more than I wanted to make sure the gift was truly useful. That was my mistake. Looking back now, I realize that giving someone a gift, especially something as personal and practical as a computer, requires more than just good intentions. It requires understanding their actual needs. If the roles were reversed, and he bought me something expensive that just didn't work for my lifestyle or needs, I'd feel disappointed too. That doesn't make him wrong. It makes him human. I've since had time to think, and I know I need to apologize to him, not just for giving the laptop away, but for letting my emotions cloud what could have been a calm, mature conversation. I should have offered to return it. I should have listened. The gesture was well meant, but the follow-through needed more thought. I know now that sometimes love means letting go of the need to be right and instead doing what's right. For the person you care about, I'll talk to him. I'll own my part in this, and I'll try to make it up to him, not with another gift, but with a little more understanding.